Welcome to Strong Girls Knits. My name is Fairy, and I am taking over today.
Okay, hello, my name is Ren from Strong Girls Knits, and this is episode 23, I believe. And this is lovely little Fairy, who is not taking over the podcast today, but it was a wonderful gift from my best friend Kristen. So I'll show her again. Oh, look at you. Anyways, she's so the funny thing about this was I actually had tagged my best friend on Instagram for the designer who had released the pattern, and it was adorable, and I was like, oh, Kristen, I just need to have one, because she loves, or she knits toys. She does an amazing job at them, and totally wasn't like meaning it as like, oh, I want one, or I want you to make me one. But she did make me one, and it's funny because it matches my lovely Callie that she knit me, but it's by the same designer, which I cannot remember. But let me get Callie and quick. This is Callie. So this is, I'm assuming it's the same yarn. It looks like the same yarn. But so I have Callie and I have Fairy, and Kristen has also made me this is Bunny, which you've seen before if you've ever followed me on Instagram. And I really like this one. So comfy and cuddly. And it's just adorable. I like to make fun videos with him. So, and then this is the first toy she's ever made me. She made this for me back in I think our sophomore year. Yeah, our sophomore year of college. I was obsessed with penguins. I still am, but this was her first toy. It's got a little fuzz on him. He got lost, actually. I'd lost him, and we both had totally forgotten about him. And then when I was at my mom's a while back, I was going through some of my boxes, and I found him, and I'm so happy. So I have a nice collection. So I have a nice collection of all the things that she has knit me. So she's a wonderful best friend, Miss Kristen. So, and as I mentioned in my previous podcast, sorry, and first off, let me apologize for the delay in podcasting. Last Sunday, I was going to record and everything, and then I had got some like really bad neck pain, and it was right here at the base of my neck, and it just got so bad that it kind of crawled up and then formed a headache along with the pain that was still there. James and I went on some errands that Sunday and ended up, we did our last errand. We ran to Walmart, and we got back to the car, and he was loading the car up, and we actually didn't have that much stuff, but I had to like sit there with my head just resting on the steering wheel because I felt nauseous. It just hurt so bad. So we came home and I took something. We ended up just taking a nap. We slept for 3 hours, so we slept from like 2 to 5, which is not very good, and I didn't even lift that Sunday. I mean, I caught it all up the next day, but yeah, it really sucked. But that's why I didn't record last week, so I apologize, but I figured it's better to skip than to try and slog through it, because, you know, you try and slog through it, it's not going to be a very good episode. It definitely translates within, you know, when you're recording, so. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and talk about knitting. I do have a finished object. I still have to like weave in the ends, but I have socks, and they are so pretty. I'm actually kind of jealous that these are not for me. These are actually for my mom. So happy Mother's Day to all the other mothers out there. But this is for my mom for Mother's Day, and this is a Plymouth. It's Plymouth yarn. It's a cotton blend sock yarn. It's discontinued now, but I've had this yarn forever. I actually tried to knit socks when we first got it, and I never did. I don't know why, but I had enough to make these short socks, which actually it's funny because this guy, this is the second one, the cuff, I ended up having to, thankfully I still had scrap yarn from my blanket that I had been working on, because I swear I've knit socks already out of this, but I could be wrong. Anyway, sorry. I had scrap yarn from this. And I'd actually run out. I knit this whole sock with the like little 26 grams that I had, 25. Made the one sock, and then this one, I ran out of yarn pretty much like a row. I finished the heel turn, and I knit these toe up. I finished the heel turn, and then I think I got one round in, and then I didn't have enough yarn to do the ribbing, which I only did 6 rows of ribbing. They're crew cut socks, I believe is what you would refer to them as. But, and I knit these on a size 0. I used, what is it? I used someone else's pattern just for the number. It's a free pattern, but I used it just for the numbers. And at first I was really worried that these were going to be massive, because I used the same numbers that I'd use for James and my mom. I used like the same numbers, stitch numbers and everything, but my mom's foot, of course, is shorter. And I was looking at them when I first knit, and I got, a chunk of the toe done, or I finished the toe, and then I gotten a few stripes into the foot, and I was like, oh my gosh, these just look massive. They look massive. I don't have time to rip them out and start over, because I had gave myself 2 weeks to finish these, which I mean, I probably, if I really would have concentrated on them, I could have, but I always feel so busy, and I want to do something else. I can't really sit and do one project, which is my own downfall. But yeah, I got them done, and they actually fit just fine. I mean, well, I don't know if they fit her just fine, but everything on the sock blocker and everything is fine and normal. So, but I'm really happy. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. You're probably gonna see this before you get socks, but yeah, I was really happy about these, and they're so pretty, and I'm really jealous because I kind of want them now. But they're so. This is a really good yarn. If you ever, I actually really like Plymouth yarn. I haven't had a bad experience with them. And this cotton blend is actually really quite nice. I have a pair of socks that I think it was like my first official pair of socks that I've knit for myself, and they've wear and tear. They're still holding up just fine, and they get beat up pretty hard, and they get just tossed in the washer and everything. So, but yeah, I'm excited. They're really pretty and really colorful. So. There's that. That's really the only finished object I have for my time away, because I was just trying to focus all on that. But I do have some other works in progress. So here is my simple top-down cardigan. I worked the scraps that I had of this dark purple. And then here's this red, and this is an Angora blend. And this is 2 balls of the Angora blend, and I have 1 left. And I'm going to go ahead and, I believe, go ahead and separate for the sleeves. So I will join it. Well, I'll finish this row and then knit back, and then well, I'm on the purl side. Okay, so I'm on the purl side. I can go ahead and finish the row purl-wise, and, oh, no, I'm just kidding. I'm on the knit side. Sorry, I'm on the knit side, so I can finish this row, then purl back, and then start, what do you call it? Then the next row I can knit, and then separate off for the arms. And whatever, see, I kind of got myself into a pickle on this one, because I want to, I have different color yarn, so all of the same yarn, but it's just different colors. And I'm just going to knit, and when the ball runs out, then I just move on, or that color runs out, move on to the next one. But I want to make the sleeves, of course, match, but, so that's going to be a little tricky on how I'm going to mess with that, per se. It'll probably be easier after I do this, do the red, finish this one out, because everything else, it's multiple balls, so I can just probably use like 1 ball for the sleeves, and then the other 2 for the body, and it should about equal out. I don't know, we'll see. But this yarn is so luscious. It's, let me grab, this is actually the last color that will wrap up the cardigan. But here is the brand, Elizabeth Lavold. So it's an Angora, It is 60% Angora, 20% wool, and 20% polyamide, which I'm guessing that's like an acrylic, maybe? I don't know. But this is, of course, discontinued. I found this on clearance at one of my local yarn stores for $3. It was originally $8 a skein, and I got them for $3 a skein. And I have enough to make a cardigan, and it's really soft and lovely, and I want it, so. And it's actually working up really nice. It has also encouraged me to start designing my own cardigan for something. If anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with Sailor Moon, and you will actually see some evidence of that here later in the podcast. But so I actually had been dreaming of this Fair Isle cardigan with, like, it'd be Sailor Moon symbols, and it would, because I want like a cream base, and then right after the arms, because I want to do it I believe I want to do it top down. And then after the arms, I start the pattern, and then like kind of a symbol to represent each of the characters. And there's 11 characters that will be represented in the body. And there's also these cats that are part of the series. There's 3 of them. There's black and white, and then a gray one, which is their daughter. And I want to include them, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, I make it where they could fit in at like the bottom of the design, because each character is going to have like their own row all the way around, and it's going to be a zippered cardigan. But I could also just add the cats at the end of the sleeves, because my idea for the sleeves was actually to do like just at the end do like a line of hearts and a line of stars. But I could just go ahead and do the cats on that. I need to sketch out ideas and see it. And of course I need to knit a swatch to see how, how long each of these, each of the character sections would be. Because, if the character sections are only going to get to like my belly button, then of course I can add the cats at the bottom where it would go further down and be as long as I want it to be. But yeah, definitely designing. I was talking to my friend Cheryl, and I was like, I have to design this right now. And I went ahead and ordered myself a knitter's graph notebook, where it's I believe 3:4 ratio, because stitches tend to be taller than they are I don't know. Anyways, I got knitting graph paper. However, so when I go to actually knit it, it's going to look correctly, whereas, whereas regular graph paper is, 1:1 ratio, which that is not how your stitches are. But yeah, anyways, I ordered that to go ahead, and I checked out a bunch of books to kind of get inspiration on how to work it and everything. I did get a couple Fair Isle design books to maybe see if any of the designs that represented the characters were already kind of made, which of course the only thing I found of it, worth would be the hearts in there, so I'm gonna return that book. But I did get some construction design books to help me actually design the sweater itself. So how I'm considering is like this sweater, pretty much this cardigan, do it like this, where it's a raglan, which would be an even increase right here, on the sides. And then, like I said, I want to do a zipper, but I kind of want a V-neck or something a little lower. I don't like things up here. Yeah, so things I have to work out. I've never done like a V-neck before, so, but that really shouldn't be that hard, because I was thinking about it like in my mind, where all I'd have to do is like the front section, it would increase, of course there would be the increase for the arm, and then just have another increase for the chest, so it would be a triangle. Pretty much that top part would almost form a triangle. So need to look into them some more and maybe experiment on some like doll clothes or kid clothes. So, but yeah, so that's all I've worked on this past week is that, but I do have some spinning as well that I'm going to show in a minute, but I'm going to do a quick recap of 2 other projects that I'm working on. So I am working on my Overlook Shawl by Oblivious Knits, or Deborah Frank, as her real name is. And like I said, I haven't worked on this in a couple weeks, but which sucks because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed Thursday, and I really wanted to get this done beforehand, but of course other patterns popped up that I've become obsessed with, and then I wanted to get those socks done for my mom, so. And we are having a knit along for this. I'm giving away a bag and a pattern for the winner. We have one person has completed it, and I can't think of her name, but it's a beautiful shawl, so please go check out the chatter thread. And we only have a couple people, so your chances of winning are very high. But beautiful lace pattern, and I'm gonna definitely be working on this week. I might give my cardigan a break and work on this because the knit along is until the end of the month, and I want to get it done, of course. So, and this yarn is Shanty Knits. She is in Canada. I got this in my expat swap that Mina from the Knitting Expat hosted, and my lovely partner gave me this. And then the other thing I am working on is another blanket square for my cables blanket. It's gonna take forever, but okay, yeah, there's not much to show, so never mind. I haven't even started any of the cables on that yet. I just did the setup row, but there's that as well. There's no rush on that. I would like to have it done before the end of the year, so that is completely plausible. So, and now we will go ahead and talk about spinning. So I actually picked this up last week and just have been spinning away like a crazy person, partly because of some recent acquisitions. So, but oh my goodness. So this is Emerald Gradient by Yarntasia, and that she sent me as a gift. And I've spun up almost all of this. Like, it already had some on it, but I've added more and more. This one is done. I'm not going to add any more to that. And this one will be done after I add this guy on. And then I've got this one left, and it will go on this one, which this is my little workhorse. I got this spindle for $1 on clearance at a local yarn store. I mean, it's so well made, it's so balanced, and the spin is amazing on it. But I will add this last one to this, and then I will ply it all up. So hopefully next week you guys will get to see a skein of yarn that I've made. And I have this little bit that I've spun up. It's so lovely, and then I've got these other colors as well. But I just really wanted to spin, and so I've been spinning, and I'm actually probably going to go ahead and finish this today. And I really want to get to my electric spinner, which I will be soon. So I dropped my workhorse. But yeah, so it's, you know, I'm really enjoying it. It's been so lovely outside. Yesterday I just sat, and I think I spun up 2 or 3 of these. I got actually quite a bit done yesterday, just sitting outside spinning and enjoying the weather, because it's so lovely right now that I can't, you know, you just can't help it. But okay, so there's that. I have knit, I finished sewing a skirt as well, which let me cut to that real quick. Ignore my messy floor, but I made myself another real simple skirt. This has tulle on top, and I don't know, it's really nice. It was kind of a pain to work with tulle. It is not easy. It is definitely something that goes a lot easier if you have a serger. It's not impossible to knit on a regular machine, but of course a serger makes it easy. And I don't know, it's swishy, but ignore my dirty floor. So that's my lovely skirt. And I literally just finished it, and then sat and chatted with James for a little, and then came up here to record. So I really like it. It's very, It's a soft tulle, if that makes sense. So the waistband, it's not the lining and the tulle are only connected at the waistband. So, but thankfully the tulle, like I said, is soft. So if I don't have a shirt tucked between me and the skirt, it won't hurt. You know, it won't rub me raw or anything. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm loving my skirts. I'm actually going to start working on some more structured skirts instead of just simple elastic band things that I can whip off in a minute. But yeah, I mean these skirts are super easy to make. The times I spend more time prepping the fabric than I do at the sewing machine, which is great. Well, not great. I hate prepping fabric. I actually was talking to Andrea yesterday about Warrior Camp, which I will talk about a little later. And we were talking about sewing, and it's like, you know, we love to sew, you know, at the machine. Everything's great, but it's all the prep work that you have to go through, because any fabric that you use that you're going to wear for a garment, you really need to wash first, because you don't want to sew it and everything's perfect, and then you go to wash it and it gets distorted or it shrinks and seams are all weird and everything. So my sister-in-law actually did that. She made some stuff for someone who had a kid, and made some baby stuff and then went to wash it, or no, I think she sent it and then they washed it and it had gone funky, and she's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, because she hadn't pre-washed the fabric. But oh well. So that is all the knitting, spinning, and everything for that, and sewing. So and I have some acquisitions to show you. Like I said, like I mentioned in the last podcast, my best friend and I had a best friend day and went to, it was Clarksville in Indiana, and we ended up in New Albany, Indiana. They're just neighbors. Like you're in one and then you like go a couple blocks down and then you're in the next town. So it's very together, and it's a very lovely place. But we went to, I believe it's called Southern Indiana Fiber and Music Fest. They had some, I almost want to say bluegrass music. I'm not 100% sure on that. But the music was very nice. It wasn't very big. Okay, whew, sorry about that interruption. We had to go run an errand real quick. So anyways, as I was about to tell you, my best friend and I last weekend went to the Indiana Fiber and Music Festival well, it's not saying it there, but it was in Clarksville, Indiana. And we went. It was small, although come to think about it, we actually, because I was reading over the vendors, and it seemed like there was more vendors than what I saw, and I think there was another room full of vendors that we completely missed. So we kind of felt like idiots if that was the case. But you know, it was cute and sweet, and I got a couple things, and then we ended up, it was like right there next to the mall as well, and I wanted to check some stuff out at the mall, and we went ahead and went there and just kind of roamed around, because it's Clarksville and then New Albany is right next to it. And if you guys remember, my mom and I back in October went to New Albany for a Fiber Fest as well, and so we went ahead over there just to check things out, to check out the local yarn store, which was closed because the owner was putting this on. So we didn't get to go in the yarn store, but it looked like a cute place. So next time we're in town, we're definitely going to go check it out. And we got some ice cream, which was really nice. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw some of what happened from Fairy's point of view. So, but anyways, my things that I got. So at the Fiber Fest, I only got fiber, actually. Surprise, surprise. And I really wasn't wanting to buy anything, because I feel like I have plenty that I want to work from, but I came across this fiber and I just couldn't say no. Ooh. So the first one I got is from Luna Buds Knits. This is her Mint Jubilee Smoothie Bat. It's 3 ounces of merino, and it does have some sparkle in there. And so pretty. She has beautiful bats. Definitely check her website out. And I'm actually going to go to another fiber festival later this month and it's the Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival. It's about an hour south of Nashville, and she's going to be there, and I'm going to interview her, so you'll get to meet her. But I had a hard time picking, but I went on this one because it's definitely my colors, me personally. So I got that. And then, if any of you remember, I love alpaca and I love alpaca fiber. I spun a skein up for myself from, it was fiber from Two Crows Farm in North Carolina. It's in the Carolinas. But anyways, I went ahead and bought some of this. It's from the Wampa Stomp Farm, which is located in Kentucky near Louisville. And this is Delilah. This is her fiber, and it is so soft, and it's practically the same color as the other fiber that I had. But the woman was so sweet. She was like, "Oh no, let's get into these bags so you can feel it and everything." And one of the main reasons I got this, besides it feeling like silk and the color was gorgeous, was she had already had it spun, pretty much. Almost like pencil roving is what I would call this. It's thin enough, but I don't know, it's so lovely. And she's actually on the 28th, she's having a shearing. That's when everyone's getting sheared, and she's having event where people can come out and watch and meet the critters and whatnot. James and I were thinking about going, but that Tennessee Fest is the 27th and 28th, and I'm taking the 27th off, which is a Friday, to go down and have a day trip and get some interviews and stuff. But so I probably will not be going to this, or to go see the alpacas sheared this year. But the woman was so unbelievably nice. I will link her in the show notes because her stuff is to die for. She had yarn that had been made from the alpacas and dyed and whatnot. She has, different colors of alpaca, because she had this beautiful steel gray and then almost a black, and it's just so gorgeous, and everything is so soft. And I don't know, I mean, these alpacas must be well taken care of, because they were pretty, everything's really nice, and they had photos of their critters and everything, and they all look happy and spoiled, of course. So, but yeah, she was really sweet, and I'm super excited about this. Now, onto the mall stuff. We got hungry when we went to IHOP. It took forever. Our waiter was hilarious and lovely, but he forgot our order, so we ended up being there, and they were busy already, so I think we ended up being at IHOP for over an hour, and very little of that was actual eating. But of course I was sitting there knitting, and Chris and I were chatting away, so I mean, it wasn't wasted time. But and then we went to the mall, and I fed my Sailor Moon. So I've been eyeing this purse. I got all of this stuff at Hot Topic, but I've been eyeing this purse. Really wanted it. It was it's $40, so it was kind of I don't know. I was kind of waiting for a sale and everything, but I had a coupon. It was $15 off for a $50 purchase. I was like, sweet. I can get the purse, and then I can get this other thing that's over $10, and that'll even out. So I got my lovely Sailor Moon purse, and it has it's all of the female characters with their symbols on there. So pretty much this is all of the main characters except for Tuxedo Mask and the cats. But there's even, oh, I didn't realize that. Anyways, and it's a really nice purse. It's zippers that come all the way down to the side. I guess kind of like a bowling bag purse, I guess you could say. Very spacey in there. It's got a pocket and then a zippered pocket as well. I haven't really used it yet. I've been using it for knitting, but it's so lovely. I'm so happy with it. And then, if anyone is familiar with Pop Animation, well, anyways, I got one of these. She's kind of in the shadow. So this is a Hot Topic exclusive. And what it comes with is she has the cat, Luna, has a band-aid on her forehead, which is when we first meet her in the series. Yeah, she has a band-aid on her forehead to cover up her crescent mark. And then Sailor Moon, has Moonstick, which you can't really see it, it's hiding. But yeah, so this is the Hot Topic exclusive, which, they were the only ones that had it. And ours hadn't gotten it yet last I checked. So, but these guys had it and they had my purse, so I went ahead and spent my coupon. And I actually needed to spend $2 more and I ended up spending $16 more and getting James a wallet, so as a nice present. But on the back, they have this is the rest of the series that's coming out that they have. Barnes & Noble is supposed to get them, so I'm just waiting for them because I have a membership and I can get them cheaper there. But this one, of course, was only at Hot Topic, so I had to get it there. But I'm super excited. My Sailor Moon obsession is fed, so, yeah. Okay. Oh, and then one other acquisition. I have my Laura Claire is her name. I can't think of her. I think it's Desert Knits is her podcast. I will, of course, link this in the show notes. She is one of the co-hosts for our Warrior Camp that is coming up, and we actually did a mini skein swap, and she was my partner, so I got her package last week, and it's amazing. I've already started nibbling at it a little bit, so let me show you that. I have this massive bag in the mail. I was like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I always feel like even if I do a good job on packages, I always feel like it's not good enough because, you know, I always receive the other person's and it's always so sweet, and, you know, I just never feel like I didn't do enough. So, again, if you're watching this, Laura, this is amazing. Thank you so much. So we were doing like local treats as extras, and she went crazy. She got this for Sherlock. It's sweet potato chips for dogs, but rabbits, birds, rats, and other small pets can enjoy it. So a little sweet potato, and I think it is locally. Yeah, it's made there in Oregon, and she is from. Where are you from, Laura? Well, she's from Washington, so it's from Oregon. And then her lovely note. It was so sweet. Okay. Oh, she got a little catnip present. I'm probably gonna give this to my mom who has cats. We do not have a cat, but maybe Sherlock will enjoy it. I don't know. I've never really heard anything with rabbits and catnip, so who knows? Let's see. That's the skeins. And then she got me these things, sugar-free almond coconut pecan popcorn. And she also got me, and I've already started eating that one. This one, which is beautiful, I haven't gotten into it yet, but it's just pretty by itself. And let's see, she got me some tea as well. Market Spice Tea, cinnamon orange, which I love those flavors, by the way. Definitely gonna have to start, or I will drink this, or take this to work with me. And let's see, oh, there's the catnip for the baggies. But it's all back. And then here's my mini skeins, and they're all labeled. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but they are so pretty. I'm so excited. One of these, I mean, a lot of these are just so pretty. I don't know. I'm super excited for them. There's just, like I said, there's so many really pretty ones. Like these reds are just, okay. You will see them when I work on the blanket because these are gorgeous and they're so well done. They're so well done. I almost don't believe that these are 10 grams. She probably snuck in more on me. But, but they're really pretty and I'm excited to knit with them. And that is that. Oh, so I went ahead and opened my brown bag because I was antsy and I really wanted to see what it is. And this is what I got. This little 50-gram skein, so I'll get some short socks for myself. It's Barocco yarn. I'm not sure if it's... Barocco is still working and everything, and I'm sure they still have this sparkle type yarn because someone else sent me some Barocco sparkle. But I'm super excited to knit this. And for that, I will announce our April winner. We had some lovely people. Excuse me. And our winner was Poke Deji. You are from Vancouver, Canada. So, and this is who I'm talking about. So please contact me for a $5 pattern of your choice, and I will get that to you. But yes, she knit some really pretty socks. Oh, excuse my phone. These were gorgeous. I thought these were really cool. I'm gonna have to see what pattern she used because I like self-striping yarn. I really don't like doing plain socks. I like a pattern sock. So, but it's hard with self-striping because, or well, really any like pattern yarn, because the pattern will get lost in the yarn. So, but this is just beautiful. I love ripples. I have another pair of socks that's kind of like a ripple that came out really pretty with self-striping yarn. But that is that. Warrior Camp, we are still, you know, if you want to join, please jump over to the group. I will link it in the, I will go ahead and start a little form in the group with a link to the group for the Warrior Camp group if you're interested. We are of course looking for donations if anyone would like to do anything. Patterns are definitely, if you're a designer and you have patterns that you would like to donate, that would be great, because we would love to have enough to do like a drawing every week to really keep people encouraged and whatnot. And our current setup, how we're going to do it, it's going to be June and July, all of June and July. Every week you will set a goal. So we'll have the thread open Sunday and Saturday, and we will have a new thread every week for your goals. Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you'll go in, put your goals that you want to do, one for fitness and one for craft. And then and then Tuesday morning it will close, so you can't go in there and mess with it. And then come Saturday, Sunday, we will open it again. Sorry, we'll open it again, so you can go in and say if you've completed it, and then if you haven't, how much progress you made on it. Like with fitness, you'd be like, it'll be real simple. You'll have your fitness goal. Did you complete it? Yes or no? And then if you didn't, you can go in and explain and be like, oh, well, I got this much done, or, you know, just, a little explanation. So, and then with the craft, it will be your craft goal. Again, yes or no, and then you'll post a picture of what you've completed. So, you know, like, I'm going to work on a dress, you know, week 1, get all the pieces cut out, and then I just post a picture of all the pieces cut out. Real easy. And how the point system will work, if you've completed everything, both of your goals, you'll get 4 points. If you have only completed 1, you will get 3 points. If you didn't complete either one, but you check in, you get 2, and then if you didn't do anything, but you just check in and be like, hey, you know, I couldn't do anything this week, you'll get 1 point. So that's 4 points, up to 4 points you can get every week, and then at the end we will have a grand drawing, and then we're really hoping to have enough prizes to do a drawing every week, or at least every other week. So to really keep people encouraged, because if if every week you have a chance to get prizes, that's definitely worth, that's going to encourage you to keep going, enter and everything, and keep everything active. So that is that. Yeah, that's really it. Thank you so much for sticking around for the crafting stuff. I'm gonna go talk about life for a bit, and then that'll be that. So if you want to leave, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, well, you might not see me next week. I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed Thursday. I should be fine by Sunday, but if I don't record or anything, that is why. So, bye. All right. Whoops. So the 2-week review, let's see what happened. So I went on that Fiberfest with Kristen, of course, that was fun. And then I didn't record because of the headache. I don't think really, the kids had their last week, the girls had their last week of soccer, was the previous week. And I guess their last game was really good, they had fun. And then Kristen and I went to a concert this past Tuesday. We ended up not staying for all of it. It was Five Finger Death Punch and Shinedown were co-headlining, and then there was POD that played as well. And it was here locally in town, which was great. But we went. We had really ended up not being interested in POD at all. We had floor seats, so we were all crammed in there. and it wasn't a very good crowd. There was a woman next to me that had been drinking, and she kept elbowing me in the head, like she'd, raise her hand up and da-da. And instead of doing what you're supposed to do in a crowded situation like that and bringing, your hand goes up and down in front of you, she was drunk, of course, and then just like flailing her arms around. Her hair was extremely long, and she didn't put it up, so it kept touching me, and she kept touching me to apologize, and it was just, I couldn't stand it. By the end of the set, Kristen, I had my phone on me, and I was like, Kristen, I need to leave, or I need to get out of this crowd. I can't take it anymore. So we got out of that. So that wasn't that great. And then we stood towards the back, which the stadium is still small enough that we could see everyone on stage, and of course hear just fine. So we watched a few, like 5 songs of Five Finger Death Punch, and then we left and we went home because we had work the next day, and we weren't having near as much fun as we were wanting to. But we supported the local scene, and we got to see those bands and enjoy ourselves, and we really didn't spend any money besides the tickets. I actually found $20 on the floor while we were in the crowd, so that was because I owed Kristen for the tickets, so it was like, oh yay, a free $20 off of my ticket. But I know that probably sounds bad. I should have seen if it was someone's money, but everyone was just so drunk around us, and I was just, yeah, it probably sounds bad on me, but again, everyone around me, and I swear there was these guys that were doing drugs a little bit ways in front of us, which is whatever, do what you do, but they kept getting in our space, and they were just causing problems as well. So it just was not, compared to the concert James and I went to, where it was just, everything was just so pretty much perfect. This concert was kind of just the wrong people, really. That's kind of what it boiled down to, just the wrong people. But Chris and I, of course, had fun. We talked and everything. Sorry. We talked and everything. We had fun together. We were together having best friend time. So, yeah, the crowd sucked, and it wasn't the greatest, but how can I complain when I got to spend time with my best friend? So, no complaint there. Working out, everything's fine. I've gotten a little off my diet a bit. That's okay. We actually bought a fire pit yesterday and set it up last night. We had s'mores, and James started the fire, and then we had s'mores, and like I said, it was really nice this weekend, so I sat out quite a bit spinning and whatnot. But yeah, not a lot going on. Like I said, I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed Thursday, all 6 of them. Yes, I have an extra pair up top. Hopefully that'll be fine. My mom is coming down and will be there for me, so that's good. Because she's my mom and she's lovely, and honestly, she knows it's medical history, and she knows how to respond to situations if anything were to go wrong with me. She's right there, and she already has the answers. And James was totally fine with it. He didn't feel offended or anything. He's like, no, that's fine. I really don't want to take time off work. Not that he doesn't love me, but if my mom, who has tons of vacation time that she doesn't really use, can be there, and she knows my medical history and family history, then she's kind of the better option. But yeah, so I'm gonna be trying to craft all the things before surgery Thursday morning, and yeah, but at least I only have a 3-day, well, if I feel fine Friday, I'm gonna go into work, but as of right now, work and I are expecting that Friday I'll want to stay home, so, which is fine. It's going to count as a sick day if I call out, so, and then surgery Thursday is going to count as sick time, so that's nice. It's not vacation time against me. And then Mom and I are taking the 27th off, which is a Friday of this month, and we're going to that Middle Tennessee Fiber Fest, and she's going to be kind of like my little co-host or camera crew, and I'm gonna try and get interviews and stuff. I already have one person who is gonna interview with me, so, but I don't know, it'll be fun, and get to spend time with my mom. And Tennessee is a really nice area. I really like Nashville. I've never been to this one, but the person that I'm interviewing that I've known forever, she says it's a really fun festival. It's much larger than the ones she usually sees me at, the ones that her and I meet up at. But yeah, so I'm excited, and I definitely kind of want to experience these bigger Fiber Fests. So I don't know if I quite want to travel like to Chicago for Stitches, whatever that one is, but I do want to kind of venture out and try these bigger ones. So well, that is it. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I will see you next week. Bye.